Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel everybody. So I am currently working on my October Monday series. This is video number 2, which means it is a case of card. If you are new to my channel, you may not know that every month I concentrate on a particular stamp set, suite, or bundle. For my Monday series and my Saturday series. On occasion, I combine two, and this is one of those occasions. This is the second time this year. Yay! So, and that's because these two were just meant to be together. They just were. And thanks to a very wonderful gift, In the Grove was a gift from Miss Lori. Thank you. These two were just meant to go together. They just were. Sorry. So we have In the Grove, which is the new one. The Grassy Grove is the older one, which is still in the catalog. But these two guys are just beautiful together, and you're going to see that in a second. So we are combining the two this month. Ugh, I'm so excited for this card, everybody. I really am. Okay, so that's what we're using, and we're using the beautiful canopy dies in both of them. So let me get it out. So this is one canopy die, and this is the other. And you're going to need to die cut 3 of them. Let me show you. And I don't think I put measurements in there because it's up to you. These two won't show, and I actually just used scrap that was big enough to do the canopy because... as you'll see, this canopy is meant to do like this one, where it's only meant to cut out of the center. It doesn't have a frame to actually cut it out directly. I see a little bit that needs to come out there. So you'll need to cut 2 of these. I did one in a brown and one in a green. I chose cinnamon cider, guys. I love cinnamon cider, and I still have plenty of it. You could have chose a pecan pie. You could have chose craft. You could have chose crumb cake. I love cinnamon cider. I don't know why they didn't bring that back as one of the new core colors, because for me it should have been. Pecan pie is great and gorgeous, but cinnamon cider, there is a warmth to it. So maybe in 5 years they'll bring it back. So see, we have that one because we need it here. You're going to see it in a minute when I show you what we're going to case. And then we had to do it again in the green, and I chose Old Olive. So in the description it'll just say brown and green, and then you'll need, for this one, you will need the measurement, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, because this is the front of the card, and there's still pieces in that die that are bugging me. So you will need this one to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. For the front of the card. So you will need 3 of those. Yeah, there's a lot, but there's other than that. And I'll show you what we're going to do with those. I'm just showing what we're going to use. So then I have an extra piece of cardstock. I don't know why. I have a white card base and an envelope. And then I have some DSP pieces. And instead of, let me just show you the card. Let's just show it. So on page 70 in the catalog, In the Grove, that one doesn't have, okay, Grassy Grove. Anyways, In the Grove bundle, right? This is the card. There was that one and that one to case. You guys know which one I'm going to choose, right? We're going to choose the really detailed one. Just have to. Yeah, I'm going to change it up a little bit. We're going to do something a little different than this. But here you can see they have the trees are brown. They have the little canopy, right? So we're just changing it up. And I just realized their canopy, they did stamping on it. And they used this to stamp on it. So I'll grab my Old Olive and we'll stamp on our canopy as well, because I see that now. Oh, they did use DSP. It looks like DSP. It looks like they used it looks like, let me see if I have, it looks like they use something from Thoughtful Journeys DSP, which is not what I'm using, but I wanted to show you, you have choices, right? Oh, you have the beautiful Splendid Autumn DSP that's in the new mini catalog. There are so many choices you can choose from, which I don't have any of that. So I just wanted to show you this. There's the Meandering Meadow DSP that goes with that set. That's where I'm choosing mine from. But I just want to give you a little show of what it could look like. So you can take, we can take all of them, because I did a little snipping, because this is all they did is they snipped out all the tree bits to get to the canopy, right? And this one layers up, look at that. And we have this beautiful meadow behind here. Now, if we wanted more of a forest scene, this is from Thoughtful Journeys. You would do more of those trees in there. Or if you wanted a meadow, more of the meadow, or like one of, what do I have that's more meadow-like in here? The only piece I have left is this. So there are a lot of choices. See that? That's so pretty with the purple. But no, I'm going to go with my choice, which is, I'm using the Meandering Meadow. Not sure if that's the exact name of the DSP, but it goes with the, let me show you. It's an online garden meadow. It went with this suite of products. And thanks to Phyllis, I have the stamp set and I have DSP. So we are going to use this. This would have been pretty. Look at that. I had this to show you. This is also from, oh, look at the fall colors. Wouldn't that be, look at that. Oh my goodness, that is so gorgeous. I don't know if you guys can see how pretty that is. I mean, there are just so many color combinations you could do with the DSP that's out there, but we are choosing more of this meadow. I want some of the sky in there, but I might just bring it over here so there's less of that big tree. So now that we know what DSP we're going to use, we are going to trim down our DSP to I am going to have to keep a look-see on it, but first things first, because I want my DSP, let me show you what I'm talking about. I don't want the whole road in there, right? I want to keep, and I want to cut it from this part. I want to try to cut that tree out as much as possible. So I think I'm going to cut it 1/2 inch off of the bottom to start. So I know that this silver strip here is 1/2 inch. So we're going to cut that off the bottom to begin with. And then I want this piece, actually, we could cut it to 4. I'm going to cut it to 4 1/8. I could cut it to 4 by 5 1/4 because you won't see any of it. Yeah, we're going to cut it to 4 by 5 1/4. Just because that's an easy measurement. Ooh, that's pretty too. Okay, put that over with the DSP. So now we have our DSP all done. What else are we doing? Well, I'm going to show you. We are going to finish snipping out the tree. Oh, I did want to show you this. So when you die cut this, right, there is this piece here. And then these two are from Grassy Grove, and I die cut these 2 dies. You see them, one there and one there. You're going to need that. So we use that centerpiece, right? And from this piece here, there was this piece, because because I told you we're going to change the sentiment part of their card. Right here. Oh, we have to do the deer too. Where's my deer? We're going to do him on camera. I forgot to bring in the mini machine. So here we're going to use the Labeled with Love punch. And we're going to stick it in hopefully like this. And we're going to be cutting off the bottom, so it's okay. But we're going to punch that. Maybe. There we go. So we're using up our bits. So now I have those 2 bits that are done. And like I said, as I started, we're going to finish showing you how to cut out all the, I'm looking for the scissors I had a minute ago. All right. This is so simple, guys. You just take your scissors and you just cut out the tree limbs. That's all I did. That's all they did. Nothing fancy there. Just cut them out. And I did most of it already. But I did want to show you that it wasn't too difficult. And if you cut something off, just glue it back down to the other piece. If a piece gets in your way, you know, it can always get cut back on. Like that piece was in my way, so we just cut it off. Now here, this is a bit of a limb, so we're going to cut that out. And I could break that up, but I don't think so. So now I'm going to glue these on to here, and I would like a little bit of like scratch paper, maybe. Let's grab some. And we're just going to, we know we're going to glue the sides down. And the bottom. There's nothing to glue on to the, sorry if I was out of the frame there. There's nothing to glue to the brown branches because there's nothing there. We're just gluing all the greenery that was once the tree leaves. That's what we're gluing. So there's leaves, 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 leaves. That's what we're gluing back down. You can see my pieces don't exactly line up, and it looks like I cut something off that I probably need to find, and it's right here. But that's okay. These were scrap pieces and I was using them. So this piece is the piece that was, oops, might help if we put it the right way, right? Anything, if the glue dried, because I didn't get enough of it on there in time, just lift it up, glue it back down. So now I can trim this if I want to, or I can leave it because you're not going to see it. So it doesn't bother me at all, except that we forgot to stamp, and I did. So we're just going to stamp now. So here we go. I'm going to test it out. I don't know why. I just have to do that. So stamp, stamp. Make it look like more leaves. Yes, it would have been much simpler had I remembered I wanted to do that. But now that I have it, we're going to get it done. Do I want to do down here? No, because you're not even going to see it. No, because this would be grass. You don't have leaves on the grass unless it's the fall, and then they would be colored leaves. So that is all done. Now we need some scrap paper, which I did have a minute ago. No, TT, No, sorry. Hopefully that, nope. I'm staring down a tiny chihuahua. Staring her down. We'll see if it works. Stubborn dog. Keep eye contact, otherwise she like thinks that you forgot about her. All right, looking for, I had a piece of scrap paper that was from, did I accidentally stick it in the recycle bin? Nope. And oh, it's right here in front of me. That's the piece I was looking for, because I used this on the last card. So we're going to stamp See the Good in cinnamon cider. I love this color. My little bow. We are going to fussy cut it. Yes, I do want it fussy cut. I just do, and I don't want that one. I want a better one. So I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to give it a minute. I want a really, 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 really good inking. That's much better. Sometimes you have to give it a minute or two, right? Sometimes I don't want to. So now we're going to fussy cut it. I want to come back in there and do a little more curvy-wurvy. See the Good. So this is going to go here. I might have to put a little bit, where's that DSP that I said we had left over? What if, I wonder if I can stamp See the Good. I can. Let's do that. So we're going to stamp again, because I think it would look good. All right, let's see. I don't know if it's as good as the other one, but I only got one chance at this. But I like it being on the same DSP as what's going to be on the card. I'm trying to leave a little bit more this time than I did before, which sometimes is a little hard for me to leave so much around things that I start to cut. I tend to take a whole lot off. See, we're only going to need that little bit. These are going to come like so and like so, and we have a little bow. So I have an idea. I'm good with that. That one I still could use. No, 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 yes. All right, we're on to the next part, which is stamping the deer. So let's get, and I just put the mini machine up. I just did. I was like, oh, I won't be using this again. Huh. Little did I know. So I just cleaned up everything and I was putting it all away. And I forgot, yeah, I did want to use it again. All right. We are going to ink up the mule deer. How do I know it's a mule? It's a female deer. Or it's a male deer in after it's lost its antlers, one of the two. It's just the stockiness of the build in the upper part there, definitely in the face. See, that didn't do really well. Let's bring it. Let's try again. It's probably, you can see all my ink is still there. So let's ink it up really, really good. Sorry if the camera shakes here while I do this. All right, now this little piece here, This is from the inside of my white tree line. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please let this be good. Please. No. No, no, no. The ink is still on the face. We have one more side. One more side. Okay, this time I'm going to stick my whole hand on it. Why? Why is like the face? Okay. I just don't understand why. I just can't get the face to give me a really good inking here. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna probably have to do it this way. My thumb is on the face. Thumb on the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A few more seconds, right? Close your eyes. Do I have it? Do I have it this time? Oh. Nope, that's the face. I knew that. Yeah, that's gonna have to do it. All right, we're gonna go for it. Let's die cut it out. So I know I have said this so many times. Offset plates too. These clear plates, offset them as you run them through your machine. I'm looking for my little, oh, I lost it. My little tiny little roll of like washi tape, wherever it went to, is gone now. And we're gonna just go for it. Let's put it this way so nothing hopefully is amiss. Careful not to move it. Dear. Die can go back with the dies. Plates. Okay, so I think we are ready to, oh no, we are not, because we are going to sponge on this. I told you guys I just couldn't leave wool enough alone. I can't. So let's see. There might be just enough. I just want to take a little coloring. This is my cinnamon cider. Yeah, I want to give the trees a little coloring. I haven't re-inked this. You saw me just now. I just wanted to give it a little test to see. Ugh, yes, so much better. And then I'm thinking about bringing Old Olive around the whole thing, Do I bring in the blending brush and blend it around there? Let's see. Let's lay it out and see what we think. Or do we keep it? I think we can keep it white, but I think I'm going to go around the edges with cinnamon cider. Yeah, we can keep the rest white, but we're going to take this and give it a nice little brushing. I love the cloth pads that can easily do things like this. The little mini self-inking little pads. You get like 5 of them when you order them. almost would love to brush that with a little old olive, but I think we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. Okay, let's put our card together. I'm thinking, do we want to stamp on the inside? I'm keeping this I don't want to put any of those on the inside, but I do think I want to put just that little bit on the inside. I don't want to put a sentiment on the inside of this one. It's going to be like the other one. It's going to have to wait and see what I want. So let's just stamp. I could do the mountains in here. Yes. Change of plans. We're going to do the mountains. Do I do them in cinnamon cider? Yeah, I am. I already have the ink pad open. We're already doing it. This is from In the Grove. Yes. So we're going to stamp it here. Ink it. Oh, yeah. We only need to do this little bit. Then we're going to do the envelope the same way. So cool. You know, there used to be some stamps called, I want to say scene stamps. Something or other. Anyways, I used to buy those to make my husband cards years, like eons ago. This reminds me of them. Scenic background stamps. I have one that had a, oh, I can show you one. I did all of my brother's cards. I want to turn it over here. Let's do partial mountain there. Oh, no, we're going to have to do more than all the way over. That did not work out. Okay. You just connected it. And guess what? This is another one of those where we're going to pretend. We're going to pretend we meant to do it that way. So what do we do on this side to make it look like we intended? You know what? We're going to make a mirror image. We're going to pretend that that's what we wanted to do. Yes, we are. We're going to make everybody think that we so intended. So big end on the side. I hope you guys are laughing with me because it's like the second time I've done this. Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen that video yet, wait until it shows up and you can chuckle because you're like, ah, that's what she's talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See, now it'll look like we intended to do it that way. Yes, of course we intended it to be that way, right? Yeah. Make a mistake and never. Never. So let's get this done. I'm not sure I need it to be that tall. So see the good. We're going to put this, hold on, this little bit there. And this little bit. Yeah, we're going to need to snip. It might need to be that big. Who knows? I mean, I guess I could go this way and this way. I just liked it. I could cut off some of those leaves. Oh no, that's perfect. And then, okay, so I am going to be able to trim off at least 1/4 of an inch. At least 1/4 of an inch of this. So we're going to take it to a little bit more than 1/4. So let's take it right to there. like I said, we're just using what was left over from the inside of the die cut. We're not letting it go to waste. Not letting it go to waste at all. First, we're going to glue it to here. I think if this one will fit up behind it, we're going to stick that one because I fussy cut it. Oh, I lost it now. So we're not using it. I was going to stick it up. Oh, there it is. It's like if it'll go up behind there and not cause an issue, we're going to glue it together. And this one, yes, we're going to sacrifice one leaf. Just a little surgery. Because that's all just DSP in there, right? So we want to back it up a little bit. And then we have our cute little linen thread bow we put on there. That's so cute. All right, and the question is, do I do dimensionals? And the answer is yes, of course you do on this one. It's going to have to be on dimensionals anyways. All of that is got to have dimensionals, so why not do this? Did I just try to put that back on there? We don't want you on there. Thank you for your service. But you are no longer necessary to the game plan. Bow. Ooh, time to cut all that off. Yay! So cute. Okay, our deer, and we're gonna start by putting our DSP. Let's make sure our card is opening correctly, and it is. Let's put our DSP down with glue. The only one that's going to go on dimensional is the white, the die canopy from In the Grove. The Grassy Grove canopies are going to get glued down. And it's okay if it's not perfectly straight because all of the other layers are going to cover that up. And I'm almost wanting to streak some of this across like the card. Do I leave it? This is going to go here. See, theirs went sideways. And our little deer, we could even put our deer out front. I almost like my deer out front. I do. I like my deer out front. My deer is not, I could put, let's see. What if we did, our deer is walking in the tree line. It's like, can we make, we'll put him one leg behind the tree. That almost looks funny. He's in the grass, so he's either in front or he's behind. I've got to look at it, guys. It's just a matter of what you see when you look at it, what your eye likes. It does look good, but it almost looks balanced with the front. All right. Now what I could do is glue these two together, and then so that I know that, and then pop I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to glue these two together. So making sure it's good and glued together. And we know that nothing is showing that we do not want showing. See how it just doesn't line up? This way, I'm going to put dimensionals back here, and it's all going to go perfectly where I want it on the card. Really cool card. I love this. Or I could put this over here. No, because the deer then is walking the wrong direction. I really like this here. I'm still flummoxed as to where I want to put my deer. And I'm going to tell you, my deer is going on the outside of the card. Sorry, that's just where I want him to be. He needs to be. I could actually, well, I can't just glue him down because it's off. It's just off now, so we have to do dimensionals. So let's see how many of these we can use to get rid of it. This is just a little tiny bit that's going to drive me nutty. So we're going to use it up. What we can. Well, I know we're going to use it all up, but let's not be like overly wasteful with it, right? And then this big chunk we can stick like right there. Thank you for your service. We have two little strips, which now we can come into play. And if you cut them apart, you get a little bit more use out of them. It just like spreads it out a little bit more. I think we'll go 2. And I want a little bit there and a little bit there. So 1 there, just for a little bit more support, and that should do it. All right, now let's get all these little backings off. Thank you guys for staying with me. I know it's like, oh my goodness, look at all those dimensionals she's put on those cards. Well, this card, guys, needed it. There are some cards that don't, and of course, you know, I had that little tiny bit that was left that just was begging, use me up, and I had to go with what my feeling was to use them up. Why would she do all that? Oh, because I can. My favorite thing. Why would I do that? Because I can, and it was useful. It's not going to fall and get lost. It's going to get used. It's going to be purposeful, right? Its purpose is to be used on a card. Sometimes it is the strips that give me the most difficulty. Ooh, I got them all. Yes, they're all off. Now let's get it. I'm using the tabletop here to hopefully get it lined up. Yes, all of these, not on the floor. Okay, we just swept the floor. We don't need any more down there. Now these, are just going to get glued down. We're going to put a glue dot on here. Oops, not yet. And a glue dot on this one. I guess I could just do glue dots all the way across then, right? And that will be down. Might as well put glue dots on the deer as well. I want that all the way down. And let's go ahead and do our little deer with glue dots. And I'm grabbing dimensionals from the wrong side. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the feet so that they don't get like caught up on something. I love seeing cards like this. This card is so cool. And I can do whatever I want for the inside. I can donate it. It can be inspirational. It can be whatever is needed for the moment. Look at how pretty that is. But guess what? It needs more. It just does. That little bit is not enough. So let's go ahead. Look at that. Tell me that's not better. That's better. It's framing it in more. Oh, yes. That's so much better. Oh, sometimes I tried to stick with the pure whiteness of it, but I'm looking for something to dab it off onto. I couldn't do it. I'd really like to lift up my little deer legs. Will you let me? Oh, yes. Thank you. Because you weren't fully pushed down. Let's see. Now I wonder if I can get you glued down. It's all right. I had to rub it off to make sure there was no glue sticking to it. And there was. That looks so much better. I am so glad I sponged around the outside. Yes. I don't know about you guys, but I think the sponging is better. Okay, so let's take a look at the case card, and then I will let you all go, and hopefully you guys stay with me. Can't wait till you tell me what you think. So this is theirs. This is the catalogs. And this is my version of their card. So I hope you guys really like it. I like my little deer. Oh, I guess that's not so bad. I was worried to see this little blotch here in the face. It must be the way the shadow is. That really bothered me, but that is the actual stamp. It's just the shadow of the face. That makes me feel better. So I hope you guys like that card. I absolutely love it. I love that it says see the good. Oh, beautiful card. Our envelope is yeah, it's missing now. No, I don't know. I was gonna say you guys can laugh at my envelope because it's upside down, but now I can't even find the envelope. Oh, there it is. It's under the scrap pile. So, our envelope, our mirror image. Ooh, wouldn't that be really cool on a card? That stamp, that mountain stamp, you can do so much with. Ideas are swimming in my head. I'm just not sure what I can gotta come up with, but that's cool. The mirror image, but there's no mountains actually in this card because we use the meadow. But I like it. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you are not subscribed and you like watching my videos, would you please consider subscribing? It helps me out, guys. But as always, it is those comments. It is that feedback I get from you, why I keep continuing to share the things that I love doing, and I do love paper crafting. I love sharing it with you. I love your comments. I read them on a daily basis. Thank you all so very, very much. And please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye bye for now, everybody.